Hello everyone, welcome to the Globe Arena in Stockholm for this final qualification round, the preliminary round of the IIHF Ice Hockey World Championships. The preliminary rounds come to an end with this match between two Nordic rivals. It's Denmark taking on hosts Sweden in front of a packed crowd here at the Globe Arena. Well, I'm Marco Palmieri. Alongside me is Patrice Lefebvre for his colourful insights. Good evening, Patrice.
Good evening, Marco.
And as we see the ladder on the screen there, the top four will be progressing to the quarterfinals on Thursday. And as it stands, it's Canada and Sweden that will go head-to-head. Sweden, even if they win tonight, will not be able to overtake Canada on the ladder. And then the other match will be between Switzerland and the Czech Republic. We'll pause for the national anthems and we'll be back after the anthems. Once again, a wonderful rendition of the Swedish national anthem here in front of a packed crowd at the Globe Arena. And, well, with this last match really not determining anything as far as the tournament is concerned, Patrice, there's a lot more at stake here as far as a rivalry between two Nordic countries that have played each other many times.
Absolutely. Big hockey game for both teams, actually, especially for Sweden. It's got to get into a groove here, and with the additions tonight of the Sedins brother and Alex Handler for Vancouver, that would be the big story tonight. So look for some exciting hockey from that side.
As we mentioned, Sweden will finish this Group S in third place, and then on Thursday night they will take on Canada, a team that the Swedes had already played, obviously, and Sweden, Canada. I believe it was When did that match take place earlier in the tournament? Well, as soon as I get the statistic up, I'll let you know. But this match for Denmark, well, it's a lot of pride at stake. They haven't been able to beat Sweden in recent history, and to do so tonight in front of the Swedish home crowd would be ever so sweet.
Well, absolutely. There's a Swedish crowd and there's a Danish crowd too. You just have to cross the bridge there, and it's going to be a big rivalry. It's always a big rivalry against those two teams. So I'm looking forward to this hockey game tonight.
The starting goalies, well, for Sweden, it's Jacob Markström, and for Denmark, in between the sticks will be Patrick Galbraith. As we are almost ready to get this match underway, the opening face-off is just seconds away, and the atmosphere here at the Globe Arena is electric. And we're away then. Denmark versus Sweden. The Tre Krona of Sweden taking on their long-time foes, of course. Denmark in 12th position in the current world rankings, coming up against Sweden, who are number 4. So there's quite a big disparity there as the first shot just slightly across the crease. Doesn't get tipped home, but you'd expect Sweden to come out fighting here.
Absolutely. You got the first line with the Sedins and Loic Eriksson that plays for Dallas. It's a big line, so there are a lot of hopes on that line for tonight and the rest of the tournament.
You mentioned Daniel Sedin and Henrik Sedin. They're both from the Vancouver Canucks and playing tonight together. And a lot is expected from them, and not only in this match, but as the tournament progresses. As a shot from Denmark isn't missed by much. A lot of aggression showed behind the goal. Sweden get it now with Nicholas Persson. Landeskog, the leading goal scorer for the Tre Krona, as a good save, the first save of the match made by Patrick Galbraith.
Absolutely. Denmark cannot be intimidated by Sweden. They got to play with them. They got to come hard, put a lot of pressure, not give them too much time, because if you give Sweden too much time, they can make you pay for it. So just got to make sure you play solid D in your zone especially, but put a lot of pressure on the defenseman.
There's Daniel Sedin, as we were just talking about. The two twins having a bit of a chat, and how will the crowd influence this match as well? You mentioned it's not so far away from Copenhagen, and just watching the bridge over to Malmö, as the number 15 Lindberg making way to the crease. Doesn't get the shot away. And there's a big hit right in the middle of the ice. Kirill Starkov goes, or rather it's Nicholas Hart, who's still a little bit groggy, and a 10-minute penalty has been awarded here. Well, that's bad luck for... that was a big hit. The 244s
actually hit his shoulder, so his head snapped, but went his shoulder to shoulder.
And you can see there the head coach for Sweden, Per Mart, having a word to the referee, probably not agreeing with the decision, but that's a costly blow for Sweden early in this match. And well, we mentioned how important the crowd was to this match. I think Denmark would love to get an early goal and silence the crowd. We'll have to wait. And now that it's a 2-minute power play.
Good opportunity here for Denmark.
Now they've got the man advantage, a minute 46 on the clock, and away sprints Philip Larsen in support. Puck played behind for Nicholas Jensen. Now just Babi Jensen. Mikkel Bodica releasing it all the way back to Galbraith in goal.
Denmark's got to keep it simple, get some shots at net, don't be too predictable. We saw that entrance in the end zone. We knew we were going to go across ice, so the Swedish player was there ready to get the puck.
There's Landeskog on the sideline, dispossessed, and Sweden get it back, release it out into the neutral zone as Philip Larsen. Next the loose puck.
Denmark here is going to move the puck, not the feet. Make sure they support each other in the zone.
3 minutes gone already in this period, and it's Denmark on the attack now with the man advantage. No way through for Julian Jacobsen. Denmark get it back with style. Pushes it out again to Jacobsen. Sweden so far doing a good job and not being able to let Sweden get a shot away. And at the other end, it's a shot from Joel Lundqvist. It keeps Markström busy in goal for Sweden. So the first 2 minutes, first 2 minute penalty successfully killed by Sweden. Here come the full-strength Sweden team now. A real force to be reckoned with Oskar Lindberg. Edler is there as well, but it falls to Pedersen. Pedersen behind the goal. Spin and turn, get the shot away. Denmark react now with Thor Dresler. And here's a chance for Denmark. 1-on-1, and the defense coming back quickly to steal the puck away again as Johan Fransen now. Leaves it for a teammate, doesn't stick, and Denmark. Not too bad here, Denmark, and the puck across the face there was intended for Jesper B. Jensen. It's been an interesting opening 5 minute period.
Well, we saw in the power play for Denmark, Philip Larsen, number 3 there, that plays for Dallas Star, was on the ice for the full 2 minutes of the power play. So just to tell you that they want some offense from their big guys, and that's what they need from Larsen, especially from Michael Buck here that plays for the Phoenix Coyotes. You need some more, a little more from them.
Well, I mentioned the rivalry between these two teams. The last time they met was in these World Championships last year. It finished 6-4 to Sweden. And that's just the latest in a long string of defeats that Denmark have suffered at the hands of Sweden. The last 10 matches have all been Swedish victories, including some big 7-0 victories in 2005, a 10-3 victory by Tre Krona in 2010, and an 8-1 victory as well in the World Championships of 2008. So Denmark really haven't got history on this side, as a shot from outside is part away by Markström. There you go, Sweden flooding forward in numbers. Hjalmarsson. Now Harrison. Hjalmarsson again. It was Landeskog who managed to get the puck clear. And he put himself in front of the crease. Couldn't get the puck to deflect it in, and now it's all the way back to the defensive zone. Talander. And a line change for Sweden. Talander. Lundqvist.
Offside there. Nice play by Denmark, doing the trap in the neutral zone. Player was coming by himself, could make a pass, so we tried to force him, and forced the offside on the Sweden side. Well, if we follow logic, Marco, you're right. Sweden should win this game, but fortunately in sports and ice hockey, there is no logic, and we saw what happened the other day with Slovenia and Canada going in the overtime, and we saw what happened with France and Russia in this tournament, so anything can happen.
Absolutely, there have been plenty of upsets, and we saw another one today as well with Slovakia beating the USA at the Hartwell Arena. And That's a very interesting group in Helsinki, with Finland playing Latvia at the moment. We need to find out the result of that match to figure out who will finish in what place in that group, whereas all has been determined already in this Group S, with Switzerland, real the surprise packets, having not lost a match so far in this preliminary round. Canada in second spot, cementing that second spot with a overtime victory last night against Slovenia. Sweden and the Czech Republic, the fourth place team.
That should be interesting. Canada, Sweden, Switzerland, Czechoslovakia. It's going to be a different team in the quarters. And Swiss, the problem is not the problem, and the thing that can happen is they haven't lost one game in the tournament. So sometimes they can play against a team that things don't go always your way a little bit, and especially in the start of the game. So, but so far a great tournament from them.
It was a 3-0 victory to Canada when Sweden came up against almost against them earlier in the preliminary round. There's a loose stick out there. Here's Denmark sprinting upfield. They're making most of this situation with the Swedish defense going back to behind the goal, throwing the puck out. They've got a stick out there in front of or in the Dane neutral defensive zone.
Oh, good player.
Nice intercept there, and the shot coming in, cleared away. Markstrom doing a good job. Now Dane's getting a shot on goal. And here they go again, an opportunity now, and it's in the back of the net. Denmark hit the lead. 7.5 minutes gone in this first period. And Morten Madsen getting the goal, but some skillful work by Starkov behind the net. And Denmark, well,
everything started in their own zone from Sweden with the giveaway from Andreas Jamtin. Good interception in the neutral zone, got the puck deep, and like you've mentioned, great work in the corner by Starkov. Defenseman playing only the puck, not the man, and nice goal, nice setup.
Yeah, absolutely, and picked his top corner there. The alternative captain for Denmark, Morten Madsen, getting his second goal of the tournament. And I'm sure that Danes enjoyed that one. And they have silenced this crowd in the first period. Just 7 minutes, and successfully killing a power play as well. Oh, that was the Swedes that killed the power play, excuse me. So Sweden now trying to get back into this match. Looking for a reaction. The Swedes. There's Talander. He's out in the ice, and we're pushing, shoving around here in front of the bench for Denmark.
Well, good job from Denmark taking the lead in this game. It's important for them not to play hockey that you have to get back all the time. So they give themselves a little less pressure on that one and get the lead. So the pressure is on Sweden right now because everybody expects them to win this game. But you never know, like I just mentioned before, you never know in ice hockey. A lot of time left though.
Indeed, that is the case. Plenty of time with 11 minutes remaining in this first period, and now a shot coming in. Good work from the defense, but Sweden get it back now, and they can force the issue here. Played across by Edler. In front of the crease, it's cleared away. And Denmark do just what they needed to do as Nicholas Hagt clearing it out. Another line change for Sweden. Chase is on. Jensen. And then using the boards. Bjorkstrand dispossessed. There's Cronwell now. the big fella, out on the ice. There he is again.
Probably should have shot that puck right there instead of turning around.
Well,
Keep things simple.
a miss hit by Hjalmarsson. And just the one goal in it early here. Talander finds Landeskog.
Good job by the Danes so far, just in the neutral zone. Creating a lot of turnovers, forcing dumps. The best thing you want is that Sweden doesn't go in with the puck with control.
As the referee gets out of the way there, sensing a bit of danger as Denmark again. Not able to get a shot away on this occasion. Landeskog takes the puck away, sets off. Goes to Talander. And the referee not able to get out of the way in this occasion. As the pass inside for Eriksson was there to be shot. Puck left behind for Lassen. And now an opportunity for Denmark, and a shot coming in. Markstrom never took his eye off the puck and made a comfortable catch.
Well, good job by the Danes, clocking the neutral zone. Everybody's trying to skate the puck by himself. You saw Landeskog trying to deke everybody. If you put pressure on him, then his teammates have to stop the blue line not to create a face offside, and they have to force the puck, and then the Ds are right there. They recuperate right away, so good job by clogging the neutral zone.
Stepping up to the face-off, it's Henrik Sedin, one of the twins who's just come over. Playing in their first match of the tournament. Losing the face-off on that occasion, and another shot coming in. A long way away. Markstrom looked to have been beaten there. Wasn't forced into a save, but Sweden survive, and now they come away with the puck out on the left-hand side. It's Daniel Sedin again, using his twin brother, Henrik. And almost to give away with Alexander Edler recovering. Galbraith using his stick to get the clearance. Daniel Sedin. His brother Henrik. And again, the Danes have got an answer. Eriksson deep into the corner. No one home for Sweden, and couldn't progress. Denmark, and now an opportunity for Sweden, and the puck doesn't go over the line. Another good shot there as Sweden are unlucky. Here's Cromwell. Denmark taking the lead in this 7.5 minute by Morten Madsen's goal, and then there's a chance falling to Pedersen, unable to take the opportunity.
Good little player, a lot of speed. Pedersen likes to make that breakout with the D where he cuts behind, and the Ds just go with the puck, drops up to him so he can come with a lot of speed. And we saw again Dan's closing the neutral zone, so what he did, he dumped the puck and you get a face-off in the offensive zone, so a smart play.
Pedersen playing in his third World Championships, former Continental Cup champion with Donbass Donetsk in the KHL. Was part of the World Championship team to win the bronze medal in 2009, 2010. Kiss Pam always in action here at the Globe Arena. Much to the entertainment of the crowd. And now the entertainment have to be focused back on what's happening on the rink, on the ice. And there's Grunberg. Gets it out to Thornberg behind the goal, but he loses the possession, and a turnover with Denmark. And a whistle. And we have some royalty once again looking on, the Prince of Sweden. And a round of applause when his face gets splashed on the big screens up here.
Hockey fan?
Well, it must be. Again, a face-off won by Denmark this time. It's 3-5, the statistic. They've been doing a better job so far from the face-off. And another mistake here. Sprinting back to recover is Talander. And an icing call goes against Sweden.
Puck bouncing around a lot on the ice today. This evening, sorry. Well, Sweden's trying to find their game, its game right now. Not a lot of things happening, especially in the offensive side. But again, Denmark's doing a good job clogging the neutral zone, so it takes away their speed a lot.
Sweden have their leading goal scorer, Gabriel Landeskog, but Talander, the New Jersey Devil, 34 years of age, former Buffalo Sabre, very strong player indeed. Swedes will rely on his quality when he is out on the ice. Here he is now with the puck, Talander. Floating it to Daniel Seiden. Larson recovers for the Danes. Larson again. Swing the puck around using the boards. It's recovered by Nicholas Jensen. Sweden unable to get an answer, a quick answer to that early goal by Denmark. As we see Paulson unable to stay on his feet. Interesting play here from Denmark as they put the pressure on the Swedish defense really for the first time in this match. They've not been able to hold them down here for very long. And Starkov. Back inside, it's Dressler. Dispossessed. Sweden recover with 5.5 minutes remaining in the period.
Good play by the Danes, like I said before. To have success, they have to put pressure on the Ds, and that's what they're doing right now. And we saw the perfect triangle in the neutral, in the offensive zone. Two guys in slot, one guy in the corner. We got a good shot, good scoring chance from the slot.
Now straight through the middle, Lindberg. Again, losing it out. Pressure put on him by Nicholas Hart. And into the center is a chance now, and the door is shut by Markstrom. It's Galbraith in the sticks between the sticks for Denmark, who made the save there on a great shot from Kronwall.
First good chance from Sweden, really,
to equalize, absolutely.
Yeah.
A bit of skating here from Franson. Landeskog rather gets the puck in the attacking zone, but then gives it away. Madsen. Sweden recover, and that they go. Landeskog using his skates. Not enough to control the puck as Talander's in a bit of trouble here. He gets the puck away to Hjalmarsson. And it'll be an icing call here, it is indeed.
Good job by the Danes again, clogging again, like I said. Neutral zone, blue line, protecting the blue line, not giving any chance for Sweden to come in easily in the blue line in an offensive zone. And then when the puck is on the board, it's a one-on-one battle. There's already 2 Danes on one guy, so overloading on in the defensive zone on the Swedish players.
Here's Sedin. Again, the two twins out there on the ice together. Henrik. Floating it to Daniel. There's Henrik Sedin again. Looking for his twin, but doesn't get there as a recovery from Frederick Storm. So apart from that goal, haven't been too many shots there. We see 6-3. And now Denmark with a chance, and good defense, stealing the puck away at a vital moment there from Mikkel Bodica, was about to shoot.
It's too bad. He had a guy driving the net hard. All he had to do is try to make that pass or throw it to the feet of the goalie. Try to get a deflection or a rebound at the same time, but he made one move too many.
As Denmark attack with numbers. Pass doesn't connect. The big hit into the boards. Sweden have it with Cromwell now. Upfield for Halmarsson. Cromwell. And again, the pass intercepted. It's a bit better now, Cromwell. It's a good pass away. Centering inside. The Danes are always there, and they have an answer for everything that Sweden are coming up with.
Good job here again. Very disciplined game they're playing right now, the Danes.
Now they can force a shot as well. Played across with pace there from Kim Stahl. And Sweden just hanging on. That's a lovely pass inside as Cromwell gets it back into the lane, but the shot blocked away. It was taken by Oskar Lindberg. Calendar stripped away wonderfully by Mikkel Bodica. Not very easy to do that on a player like Talander.
Great occasion by Sweden, that play.
Only final minute now of the first period. It's Denmark 1, Sweden nothing. And goal coming in the 8th minute rather. Now Sweden with a chance. The shot played in, deflected away. It was Henrik Sedin, I think. Henry is behind the goal, looking for a passing opportunity. The Danes crowding the goal. And another shot off target. There's well, Bodica without a stick at the moment. 15 seconds remaining. I don't think he'll mind too much. Jensen successfully winding down the clock here and giving Denmark a big hit on Bodica without a stick. He was using his skates to effect there, and the first period comes to an end. Denmark 1, Sweden 0. Patrice.
Well, great period by the Danes. Very disciplined hockey, especially in the neutral zone. Like I've said before, clogging the neutral zone, not giving Sweden any time and space to get speed in the neutral zone, forcing dumps, creating turnovers, and playing really safe hockey.
Well, we'll be back in this second period to see whether or not Sweden can get back into this match in front of a big crowd at the Globe Arena, so don't go away. Welcome back to the Globe Arena. It's the last preliminary round match here at the Globe Arena between Denmark and Sweden. And after the first period, it's Denmark who have got a surprise result with a 1-0 lead over Sweden. And Patrice, well, Denmark really taking their opportunities.
Absolutely, taking their opportunities. You got to say that they're playing, like I said before, they're playing very defensive in a tight game in the neutral zone. Hopefully, if Sweden will come out and play their game, they need to play their game going into the quarterfinals. You want to go in the quarterfinals with some confidence in your team, in your system.
Well, Paul Martz, the head coach for Sweden, his third straight year as head coach, and I'm sure he had some words of wisdom to the team, and he needs to get them back motivated enough to get back into this match and in front of a big crowd. The last thing they want is to leave in this last preliminary round match any real signs of weakness against a team that they were expected to beat.
Absolutely, you don't want to go to the quarterfinals with doubts in your mind, and look for Sweden to come out with a little more speed, try to find a little opening in the neutral zone, try to get into the zone with control of the puck. So should be an exciting second period, hopefully for Sweden as well.
Looking to get both Henrik and Daniel Sedin involved as much as possible. The two new recruits for Sweden having come across, as well as Johan Gustafsson, the goalie, who was not used tonight, but we'll have to wait and see whether he does get some play time. As we're away for the second period now, Denmark with the narrowest of margins, a 1-0 game with plenty of time for Sweden to get back into this, as I think surge forward again in numbers. Granberg's out there along with the two Sedin boys, and now the puck bouncing in front of the crease, and it's a good catch in the end from Patrick Galbraith.
Niklas Jensen, number 17 from Denmark, almost throwing the puck in his own head with his hand, but we just saw again Sweden now going with in the neutral zone with a little support on each side, so it made them easier to get in the zone.
Face off now involving Morten Green, who scored 3 goals so far for the Danes. And a loose puck in front of the crease. Very dangerous for Denmark. They survive. Granberg across to Edler. Sedin doesn't get to it, but Eriksson does. Turnover. And an icing call goes against Denmark. In a bit of danger.
Well, the problem with sometimes adding some players like the Sedins is all the other guys are so hooked on giving them the puck and looking just for them. You make a play that sometimes they forget to make their own plays and play their own game. So hopefully it's just a matter of getting used to those guys.
As it's Persson who's distanced away for that face-off. Rasmus Nielsen, the captain of Denmark, winning the face-off, and then the shot coming off. Not causing any problems for the goalie. There's Lundqvist for Sweden. Landeskog with the shot. Doesn't stick. And the slap shot again behind the goal for Landeskog. And an open player in the slot there was Axelsson. But he couldn't drum it home.
Play off the board there for a quick passer from Landeskog. Good release, quick release. It's a little bit of frustration from Sweden.
There was a shot that missed the target. And Galbraith smothering it as it bounced back off the board. Now here's Fransson, and a shot straight at the goalie. Galbraith doing well. pass behind the goal, and a huge hit there on Lindberg. Jensen tussling in the corner there with Danielson to try and get the puck away. A pretty well-disciplined match. Only the one penalty awarded.
Yeah, surprisingly, between those two, I thought it was going to be a little bit more aggressivity on both sides, but like we saw Norway against Denmark.
You see Sweden doing all the hits there, 6-0 the statistic on the hits. Sweden using their height and weight advantage. But it's Denmark on the attack, and a good save from Markstrom there, shuffling across to his right.
Well, it's good to see that Denmark is playing without any complexes on against their cousin from the other side of the bridge, and right now they're leading 1-0, and I think it's a 1-0 that's very deserved. Like I've mentioned before, I keep saying they're very disciplined, and gotta keep putting a little more pressure on the Ds when they have to, but if not, good discipline defensively.
Sweden coming away with it now. As Eriksson using the boards. But on the break now to 2-on-1 for Denmark. Can they convert? 2-on-1. That shot comes in. Good save again from Markstrom. And inside for Hart. Denmark very close to extending their lead.
Good hit there.
A massive hit coming in. And it's Sweden on the break now. And it's, well, shot in by Eriksson. Just flying off the goal, I think.
Well, two good scoring chances from both sides. 2-on-1 before for Denmark. Made play, then we say Eriksson trying to go short side, had the goalie beat, just hit the crossbar. See the 2-on-1 right there. Great decision to shoot the puck. You had the other forward going in for a rebound, back post. And both goalies, well, one goalie making a good save, the other one was a little lucky with his post.
Gustafsson, oh, excuse me, it's Morten Madsen who is facing up for the face-off, but a nice call goes against the Danes. Palmart's 60 years of age. The two coaches tonight, both in their 60s. With Per Backman, 62 years of age, who is a Sweden national, the coach of Denmark.
So I'm sure he'd like to win against Sweden.
No conflict of interest there. There's no way through again, and there it is. The goal coming in from Daniel Seeden, breaking the duck for Sweden tonight, and it's all level. Denmark 1, Sweden 1. Seeden getting his first goal of the tournament. And it was a bit of a goal mount scramble in front of the goal.
Well, good play behind the net. The problem with, like I said before, with behind the net is the goalie's got to have his head turned, and the other players got to have to pack on the other play. And if you don't eliminate the sticks like you should, like Oliver Lauritsen should have done there with Sedin, that's what happens. So that's why I always say use the back of the net when you're in the offensive zone. Always makes it harder for the other team. Perfect example there.
So from Daniel Sedin, the first bit of first points he scored in this tournament, and first bit of quality that we've seen from the twins that have come across from the Vancouver Canucks. Now another shot, Landskog forcing a good save. And another save coming in again from Galbraith. Successive shots from Sweden, who have upped the tempo now, and they've got back on level terms. They really want to come away with this match.
We see again the play from Eriksson behind the net. We see Lauritsen there, not taking the net, the stick away from Sedin, and that's what happens right there. Miscommunication. Great pass by Eriksson.
And no mistake with a finish to beat Galbraith. And again, Galbraith having to do some defense in between the sticks as now the chance for Denmark. Well, Jensen losing his footing, going crashing down. Nicholas Jensen.
It's too bad. Jakobsen was coming by himself with a lot of speed. Could have a scoring chance by himself there.
There's Lindeberg, and then the shot coming in from Thornburg.
Well, good job now by the Swedes. They're keeping things simple. They're shooting the puck on the net. We just saw the play before at the Landeskog's line. Shot from the D, deflection in front. Then we see this chance by the Danes right there. If he doesn't touch the puck, Price got a chance to shoot the puck by himself.
Yeah, defensive work from Johan Gustafsson from behind, managing to just get the puck away from the shooter. Talent is out there now, and then another effort going wide of the target. As Morten Green comes away with it for Denmark. So 6 minutes gone in this second period. Sweden have found the equalizer, and they are looking for the lead again. A surge forward. And we'll give it away. Pass coming out for Morten Green. And Sedin recovers.
Oh, good away here.
Yeah, the shot again from Bjorkstrand there, hitting the side of the net. Loose puck down into the neutral zone and the defensive zone for Denmark, and then Bjorkstrand comes away with it, almost stolen away from Bjorkstrand, and he gives it away. Chance for a counter-attack here. Sweden on the attack. The shot coming in, and doesn't find the target there. Pedersen with the effort.
Good play there for him. Didn't look for that cute little pass. Just try to keep things simple. He knew he had guys going in the net, and took a shot, took a chance for a rebound and a deflection. Just stopped. The first goal by Denmark. Great play coming out from the corner.
Yeah, Morten Madsen getting the first goal. And then here in the second period, the reply from Sweden coming in from Daniel Sedin.
Just the last face-off in the offensive zone by Sweden. We saw a nice setup play with the Sedins. Change of position with Eriksson and Sedin winning the puck to the D, back on the boards. And Daniel Sedin just backing up a little bit from his face-off and getting a one-timer pass.
And now the crowd back into this match as they enjoy the hockey that's on offer here at the Globe Arena. And quarterfinals to be played on Thursday. Sees the top place team of this group playing the fourth place team. That means it's Switzerland versus the Czech Republic. And then Sweden take on Canada in the night match here at the Globe Arena on Thursday night. Plenty of hockey to play tonight before Sweden gets to have a day off. And Sweden looking for a goal there. It wasn't tapped home at the near post by Cromwell. As Lassen goes crashing in to the players. Gets quickly back up, picks up his stick again, and now Denmark are away. Poulsen involved in that bit of a counter-attack, but good defense from Sweden. Fransen. Across to Peter Granberg. It forward to Hjalmarsson. Daniel Sedin. Rather, it's Nicholas Persson. Who's out there for Sweden as the shot goes over the top of Markström's goal.
Well, good play right there. Puck wide, drive the net. Little pass, good shot. Good scoring chance. We see a scoring chance there by Sweden. Little deflection by Kronwall. Right in front there, almost sneaking between the legs. Sweden that picked their game up a little bit in the second period. A little more aggressive.
And Morton Green involved in the face-off, and a bit of frustration here from Persson, who's distanced away from the circle. Sweden come away with it now with Vedla. And a good save by Galbraith.
Good play again, just putting a puck in the net. And Galbraith had to make a save. Somebody was coming for the rebound, so good job right there. Tim Stahl, 1 goal, 4 assists in the tournament. He can score his team.
Pearson takes a break. And another shot wide of its target this time. Coming in from outside the blue line. And Oscar Lindberg now on the ice. Good recovery from Danielsson, and a chance now for Sweden. The rebound not put away. Very close to Sweden, who have really come out firing in the second period. Whatever Mats said to his players in the interval, it's worked.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure it's a pride thing with Denmark and Sweden as well, and I'm sure Sweden didn't like the way they played the first period either, so they probably told each other that they have to pick it up, and we almost see and the same play that Denmark does, neutral zone, almost getting paid back by Sweden.
Sweden come away with it from that face-off, and lead into goal as well. Galbraith forced into a save in this post, and Denmark very defensive in this period, and we have a penalty.
Sedin.
It is indeed Henrik Sedin sent to the penalty box. A holding call going against the Swede.
Yeah.
Just bringing down the opponent. It was a slight touch there, but call had to be made.
Every time you have your hand around somebody, no matter how hard you are or not, it's going to be called.
So Larsen for Denmark. You have the power play. They haven't been able to get many shots in this second period at Markström. There's Henrik Sedin out there defensively. That's Persson. Sweden doing a good job in clearing it out. Larsen recovers. And Persson slams into it. Landeskog is out there as well. Here's a chance for Denmark. And a great save, and the rebound couldn't be put away either. Brilliant work from Markstrom there.
Great pass, good try by Larson, but good job by the Swedish player coming back with Larson too. He saw that he was going to be open in the slot. Just barely touch his stick a little bit for a good shot right here. We see the stick work right here, holding out. So good job by the forward coming back. Great play by Denmark.
So now trying to use the man advantage. Denmark have come very close. They're getting back into the lead. A minute left in the power play. 9 minutes 36 left in this second period as Denmark start off down again to Sweden territory. Kim Stahl open here. Here is Kim Stahl now. Couldn't control it first time. They go behind the net. Larson's in support as well, but goes back to Kim Stahl. Now Larson. Making a patient build-up, and the shot coming in straight in front of goal there from Larson. Didn't stick. Stahl again and Larson exchanging passes, and in front of the crease. Cleared away by Cromwell.
Oh, good play.
And again, the goalie coming to the rescue. Here's a chance for Denmark. Well, Stahl there with a great shot. And we are back to a 5-on-5 situation. And Sweden surviving that power play, doing very well.
Good puck control by Denmark. Not a lot of shots, not a lot of traffic in front of the net. Passed the puck very well on the outside, but not a lot of things happening.
And the chase is on here. Easy pick for Jakobsen. Well, 4 giveaways now against Sweden. Made to pay for the first one. The first goal going to Madsen for Denmark. And now in front of the crease. And puck going over onto the net there.
Set up forward, coming out of the corner. Hesitated a little bit. All he had to do is yell all the way to go in front of the net with the puck, protect the puck, try to get a shot. Hesitated a little bit and gave Sweden a chance to come back and block his way there in front.
They looked very organised, Denmark, in that power play situation. They were unlucky not to score. They had numerous shots on goal, but Sweden hung on.
Definitely have to put a little more traffic in front of that goalie, make his life a little more difficult. And when you get shot from the blue line, there's nobody in front of you. It's all what every goalie wants that. They can get a clear view at the puck and make an easy save. We saw in that power play too, Philip Larson, number 3, did this 2-minute power play again. So look for him if he gets another power play to be on the ice for that all 2 minutes. Looking for him to create a lot of things on the offensive side.
Seems to be the power play specialist from the Dallas Stars, Philip Larson. He's 23 years of age and already a lot of responsibility put on his shoulders here for Denmark. And he is on the ice again. Louis Eriksson's out there. And the puck won by Denmark. Here's Philip Larson. 7.5 minutes remaining. Falling with Bjorkstrand. Fredrik Storm couldn't pick up the puck. Now it's loose. Madsen couldn't make Sweden pay. And it's again loose in front of the goal. Well, Fredrik Storm with a glorious opportunity. At the other end, Hedrick Sedin. Finding the going a little tough as Stefan Lassen recovers for Denmark. 6-minute 45 now. Sweden on the attack. They seem to have weathered the storm from Denmark and now have something of their own to deliver with Elias Farf temporarily blocking the puck as Henrik Sedin comes away with it. Here he is again, Sedin. First time pass inside to the lane by Daniel Sedin. Those two combined so well. And almost a giveaway here now with Denmark that have it with Bjorkstrand, the open player, and a shot and a save.
Good play by Denmark. So Eriksson trying to make that little pass to Sedins again instead of just getting the puck really deep, getting a cycle going again, trying to make that little pass. Got cut off, sorry, and then create a 2-on-1 for Denmark.
It was hard, and the puck bouncing in front of goal, but it's smothered by Markstrom, and Sweden holding on.
Well, we see the matchup there that the coach wants to do for Denmark. Definitely wants number 3 Philip Larssons against the Sedin twins. And, so far, besides that one goal that he wasn't on, it was Oliver Lauridsen that was on the ice. Sedins have not been able to go against Larsson.
Face off now. Denmark unable to win it. There's Hjalmarsson in a bit of trouble there, but got a whistle. And Stefan Cromwell, a big man, 105 kilograms, 195 in height. Face off from the center circle, won by Denmark. Bodka. Now Mikkel Bodka. Out to Mads Bodka. And brotherly love out there as well for Denmark, not just Sweden. And as Cromwell gets it up to the Denmark goal. 5 minutes on the clock now in the second period that Sweden have got level. And the shot looped over to the goal zone, and now Denmark on the attack and still going.
Whoa. Penalty coming for Sweden.
As the goal is out. And a chance for Denmark. And almost tapped in there with Kirill Starkov putting himself in front of the net. Now the slap shot, and it is Starkov! And Denmark have got the lead once again. Denmark 2, Sweden 1. Markstrom beaten again, and well, with Denmark taking their goalie off, they've managed to get back into the lead with a great goal in the second period.
Absolutely, great control, great patience by Denmark. Here we see the slap pass right there, right in front of the net. Great stick by Starkov. We see the battle there with the stick. Was able to just leave it there, get that deflection right in the net. Good job, good play by Denmark.
Well, I think it was Martin Mortson that maybe got the slap pass away. It is indeed the captain, Morten Green. And then the deflection from Starkov. So great play all around for Denmark. And well, Sweden would be very disappointed to have given a goal away just before the end of this second period. after really dominating for most of this second period.
Absolutely. Just number 44 to Danielson that just lost his battle against Starkov. He's probably mad at himself for leaving his stick free like that for that deflection.
And that's got to be a penalty here. We'll go against Jensen. Nicholas Jensen, tripping call. And an opportunity for Sweden now to close out this second period with a man advantage.
Absolutely, we see the stick getting cut between his legs unintentionally, and it's a penalty.
It happens.
Oh yes, to the pleasure of Sweden for sure. Look at the Sweden Swins to be doing a lot of cycle from corners to in front of the net, around the net, trying to get that little pass. And
so Edler with the shot. Straight away looking to make himself present. Another shot deflected away from by Galbraith. Again, Edler is opening up a personal account with the Dane goalkeeper. And another catch there, stopping the shot coming in from Daniel Sedin.
So that little cycle, that give and go with the brothers, and quick little pass in the slot, good shot.
Well, Sweden looking to get back on level terms just before the end of this break. They have an opportunity with the man advantage, but so far Denmark have the answer, or at least Patrick Galbraith has the answer in goal. 1:30 left in this power play. It's won by Sweden. Here's Sedin again. Back to Edler. And an inaccurate pass there for Sedin. You had to try and go looking for the puck as Edler again with the slap shot inside the crease, looking for a deflection, with Louis Eriksson putting himself there.
See how well they know each other. Just to get the puck right across. His brother was already there waiting for that pass. So
Sedin again exchanging. Edler. Sedin is free. Didn't think about shooting. He was looking for Edler. He'd pushed his way forward, and then another shot from Edler. And a real onslaught in this power play, but now it's Sweden who are exposed at the back. Well, Mikkel Bodika probably could have done better to hold the puck there. There was no pressure on him.
absolutely, should have just kept the puck there in the corner, lose time, let them put pressure on him, get the check, protect the puck.
Sweden on the attack again. 15 seconds remaining. Looking for a way back into this match after Denmark have taken the lead for the second time. And an error here from Gustafsson. And that allows Denmark to get back to full strength. And another penalty successfully killed in this match.
Well, one thing it's got to be careful with the Swedes is the Sedins are back and everything, but they just did a 2-minute power play by themselves. So all the other guys that were there in the tournament so far, sometimes some guys get some egos in there, and they don't always think about the wellness of the team. They think about themselves. They want to be involved as well, rightfully so, because they've been there since the beginning, and sometimes it creates a little bit of animosity between the players.
Sure, sure. I mean, now they're in third spot and they've qualified for the quarterfinals. And they want to be given some credit and some playing time as well.
Absolutely.
So 1:21 left in this second period, and it's still Denmark. They look to go into the break with an advantage, just as they did in the first period. Sedin. And across the face there. Well, a great pass into the lane. And it was very closely, very nearly tripped in by Hjalmarsson.
Philip Larsen was caught sleeping a little bit and left his men by himself in front of the net, almost cost a goal.
Denmark with the last chance of the period. They're crashing to ground. Here's Bjorkstrand. Another big hit there by Philip Larsen. And Sweden have it. They can't get the shot away, the final shot of the period. As the second period comes to an end, Denmark 2, Sweden 1 is the score. And Patrice again, Denmark getting back into a match that Sweden looked to have dominated.
Absolutely, they were able to weather the storm in the first 10 minutes from Sweden. A lot of occasions for Sweden and not able to capitalize on him. And we saw that Denmark had one good chance when the goalie out. Were very patient, moved the puck around and got the goal, deservedly so.
Definitely taking their chances, Denmark. Well, we'll be back after this interval from the Globe Arena. I'll leave you with the score at the second period. It's Denmark 2, Sweden 1. Welcome back to the Globe Arena. It's the third period that's almost ready to get underway between Denmark and Sweden, with Denmark in the lead by 2-1. And just when Sweden thought they were back in this match, they got the equalizer, and it wasn't enough. That equalizer coming from one of the twins, Daniel Sedin. But then with 4 minutes to play in the second period, it was Kirill Starkov to get his first goal of the tournament and give Denmark the lead once again after they took the lead in the first period as well. So Patrice, if the Swede coach Per Martz had some words of wisdom in the first interval, he must have something up his sleeve for this second.
Well, absolutely. I think they have to come out the same way they came out in the second period. They were all over Denmark for the first 10 minutes, just couldn't get another goal. And they got to play simple, play their own style of game, and got to beat the trap coming down with speed, get a lot of shot, a lot of traffic in front of Denmark. And discipline, you got to stay disciplined.
So 22 shots against him, 21 saves for Patrick Galbraith. And not as busy tonight, Markstrom. Almost ready to get underway in this third period. The final match, of course, of this preliminary round, which will mean little in terms of qualification into the preliminary round, but may mean something as far as world rankings are concerned. And a lot of pride at stake, of course, with the two Nordic teams going head-to-head, as they so often do in these World Championships. Denmark yet to beat their cousins from across the pond.
Definitely be a good time to do it. I'm sure they're pretty excited between the second and third period, but they got to do the same thing if they've been doing in the neutral zone, especially clogging up the neutral zone, and when they have a chance, put pressure under D, and that's when they've been creating some AVOC in offensive zone.
And Sweden straight away on the attack. And a good catch there coming in from Galbraith. But, there's Henrik Sedin. He got the first goal for Sweden.
If you notice on face-off and the offensive there's always such set-up plays with the Sedins. There's one on the left side and there's one on the right side too.
As Grunberg gets it inside, the puck is loose and it's tapped home, and this time it's Henrik Sedin to get the equalizer straight away in the third period. Sweden are back in this match.
Well, we talked about the setup play again, and you see Henrik after the face-up going right in front. Eriksson a little higher on the slot. Daniel going on the boards and trying to fake slap the pass in the slot for deflection. There you'll see to Eriksson. Daniel's got the puck, slap it to Sedin in front, sorry. Get the rebound again. And good setup play again by the Twins.
Yeah, and Louis Eriksson as well had his part to play in front of the crease.
Absolutely.
As he cleared away the defender, Philip Larsson there. And gave space to Henrik Sedin to get his first goal of the tournament after Daniel Sedin it was who got the first goal for Sweden in the second period. So both Sedin brothers getting on the score sheet in this match.
Absolutely. I know it's going to be a good addition for Sweden, and a welcomed addition, might I say. And right now they're proving they were right to call them.
So just what Sweden were after, to get an early goal in this third period, and now they have an opportunity again. It's poor control. The Louis Eriksson and Daniel Sedin credited with the assists to that goal. And there's Talander for Landeskog. You can't come up with it. And a poor clearance there from Bjorkstrand, allowing Sweden with another chance. And the defense doing its job for Denmark. Away it goes Storm. Gets it across to Bjorkstrand again. And he loses possession. Sweden can regroup now. Hoisted high in the air by Lindbergh. He's blocked on the boards and allows Cromwell. And now another shot and a goal! Well, 2 and 2 minutes for Sweden, and they've turned the result around. Sweden 3, Denmark 2 now. And it was Thornberg this time who found the back of the net. Martin Thornberg.
Well, great pressure there by Sweden, getting in the puck. Preparation of the puck down low, making the play behind the net, like I've thought before. Always hard to make the play behind the net for the goalies and the defensemen. Great pass in front in the slot. Good shot. Perfect goal.
Well, Galbraith beaten for the 3rd time. And was there a bit of interference in front of... No, he had a clean sight.
Defenseman has to eliminate the stick. It can't leave it forward like the trap of guys like Sweden in front of the net. That it's so much time to get a puck and a shot. So,
well, great stuff from Sweden to get back into this match so quickly in the 3rd period. They've really put the crowd back into this match. I'm very excited to see their team in for the lead, but now they need to hold on to the lead. And was there a penalty there? It was Larson. He was maybe a little guilty of blocking, but it was a slight touch.
well, Denmark's got to play. They can't just sit back and say, oh, we're down 2-3, and we got to play just like they've done before. Bring it to the defensemen, bring it to them. Get some shots in front, get some deflection, hope for a good goal.
Cross it goes now to Lundqvist. Is it back behind the goal for Danielson? Lundqvist again. Danielson can't control it. It falls to Gustafsson. And a shot coming in now. Oh, he thought about shooting. Lundqvist. And Denmark recover. Now they get it back to Morten Madsen. And a save coming in. Good work, Markstrom.
Well, so far it's pretty much all Sweden. Doing a good cycling game down low. Moving the puck very well. Then we see a Swedish player just way too open in front of his net, in front of the slot, sorry. Can't happen.
That was Martin Thornberg getting his first goal of the tournament. He's already got an assist. I was very happy with that goal, especially just a 1-2 knockout punch, it seems, for Denmark. How can they recover after having now relinquished the lead for the first time? And indeed, they find themselves behind for the first time in the match. And there'll be a penalty here. Lauritsen not happy with the referee's call, but he was there to make it. A holding call going against the Dane. Marcus Lauritsen into the penalty box. So Sweden now with another opportunity. Well, there's very little to argue about there.
Like I said before, once you put your hands or your arms around the player's neck or body, it's a 2 minutes penalty for sure.
Sweden winning the face-off as back now to Danielson. And Daniel Sedin's out there. A lot of minutes, especially in the power play situations, as you mentioned. Here's Alexander Edler. Back to Sedin. Couldn't get the pass away there. Danielson was free on his right. And a chance and a save. Well, Daniel Sedin with the shot there, but Galbraith said no. Sweden very, very close to extending their lead now with Daniel Sedin looking for his second goal.
Oh, you saw that little cycling game they have between the two. One's moving the puck, going to the corner, the other one's going to the slot. And then just at the last second, it goes right behind the forward that's a little higher, get a little pass, good shot.
Denmark come away with the puck there. Important face-off win. Has done a good job in sending the puck to the other end. Gustafsson inside to Hjalmarsson. Now Landeskog. Franson as well. Hjalmarsson back to Franson. Change of line now for the power play with the Sedins taking a rest. There's a Franson, who's done pretty well so far in this tournament with a goal and 4 assists. Landeskog. And the puck breaking free. Recovering is Gustafsson. Couple of big hits there from Sweden. As Landeskog comes up with it. And the shot away from the target as Denmark are now back to full strength, and they try and attack straight away with Lauritsen, Marcus Lauritsen coming straight back out from the penalty box. And now the shot. Well, fierce slap shot from the blue line. Didn't go Franson. Well, 5 shots to 2 in this third period in favor of Sweden. As Denmark do a good job there in holding out Daniel Sedin. Pushing him on the board. And on the breakaway, it's a loose puck now, pounced on by Denmark. This shot straight away, and an important save made by Markström.
Well, good shot right there. Good play by Starkov in the defensive zone, putting a lot of pressure. They saw that Kronwall was going to have the puck, anticipated a little of the play, put pressure, almost got a breakaway out of it.
Well, looking for his second goal of the night, Kirill Starkov there. As we see a replay of the goal. Henrik Sedin. And that's a great shot from the Thornberg as well. Straight into the back of the net, hit with power. And there was really nothing Galbraith could do to that shot, but there's the head coach, Pa Martz, applying the law into his team, and hopefully now with their noses in front, his team can finish this this preliminary round with a bit of confidence as they prepare to take on Canada in the quarterfinal.
Absolutely, we saw right before, we saw Lindy Roth and Barry Trotz in the stands, making sure they're watching what Sweden is doing as a play, and even though they have the technology with the videos, it's always good to be there present and see what's going on, and be a big task for Sweden and for Canada.
So the puck is touched, but it could still be an icing call on the other end. Here's Edler.
They're a really loud building tonight again.
Right. It's a big crowd. I mean, the crowd is here, but not as loud as we're used to hearing them in the stands at the Globe Arena. But now that Sweden have got back into the lead, well, they're enjoying the game a lot more. As Danielson is dispossessed. Oh, good work here from Denmark. Big hit into the board. Grandberg went smashing in. Puck across from Edler. There's Lundqvist. Back to Edler. Trying to play a loose in the middle was Thornburg. He can pick up the puck now. Moves it back to Daniel Sedin. Lundqvist loses it. Tries to regain it. Thornburg was there. But Denmark get it now with Lauritsen, Oliver. Philip Larsen. First to the puck is Nicholas Hart, but he got smashed, and now Sweden get out of the defensive zone. And Henrik Tallander's there. Talented Henrik Tallander. Nice move here from Sweden. Henrik Sedin unable to get the shot away. So with 11 minutes and 30 seconds in this second period, Sweden have done enough to get back into the lead, but can they hold it? We've seen so far in this match Denmark that have taken the opportunities that have been presented to them. That time Galbraith extending the stick, and the puck away. Well, Sweden have had most of the opportunities, and there's a bit of a risk taken by Julian Jacobson. Not fully clear of his opponent in defense, and now good work from Cromwell.
Denmark's going to find a way to get the puck deep and put pressure on their D, trying to create some offense.
As Franson loses it. Now the shot coming in. Starkov again, forcing a good save from Markstrom. Lovely turn here, and that's some glorious hockey with Nicholas Danielson showing us how it's done. Lovely turn there, and a great save from Galbraith, but really this spectacular run deserved better. And that's brought the crowd to life.
Absolutely great move by Danielson, coming with speed, doing a Denis Savard spinorama like we call back home. And
the spinorama.
The spinorama.
I love it.
Denis Savard used to play for Chicago Blackhawks and played a little bit with the Montreal Canadiens. Won the Stanley Cup too with 1993. That was his household move, the spinorama.
Whistle goes again. This off ought to have been won by the Swedes. And the two twins, Henrik and Daniel. And it's Henrik's turn to win the face-off, and then a slap shot from the blue line. Doesn't go. Denmark with the breakaway. Out of his goal comes Markstrom. And on the 10-minute mark, it's still Sweden with a good, important lead now. As Henrik Sedin plays it across and then presents himself in front of the crease. Couldn't deflect it in goal. And another shot from distance coming in from Jesper B. Jensen that time. The Danes doing it, just keeping the Swedes honest, at least in this second period. It looked like they could get in danger of losing out. Here's another chance, and Thornburg scores again. Sweden 4, Denmark 2. And well, Thornburg, his second goal of the evening, and the breakaway paying off, and Denmark with a few holes at the back.
Talking about breaking that trap, coming with speed in the neutral zone, crisscrossing, coming with wide, then in the middle. That's exactly what happens. You break the wall a little bit, right in the middle. Perfect pass, good speed in neutral zone. That's how you break it.
And as you said, doing the simple things right, since Sweden have done that in this third period. They've got 3 goals to turn around the second period deficit where they were losing by 2 goals to 1, and now they're up by 4 goals to 2. So Sweden really turning it on in the third period.
Well, that was perfectly executed.
Thornberg plays with Torpedo Ninzi Novgorod in the KHL. In his third appearance here at the World Championships, he's won a silver and a bronze. As Denmark try and get a consolation goal, and it's missed there. The slap shot from Thor Dresler. Well, you'd expect better from a player of his caliber.
He's right, good player though. A lot of good pressure in the corner, good cycling, using the back of the net again. So important, making that play in the slot. Fortunately, the pass was a little bit in his skate.
Yeah. Danielson doing a good job, and another shot there, saved again by Galbraith. It's not over. Numerous attempts there at goal by Sweden, but no way through. They protect a 2-goal lead now. And here's another opportunity, and just couldn't control it. The slap shot from Franson, and the save and the catch there from Galbraith. No problems at all.
Well, great save then. Getting that puck away, but we saw the move again by number 44 Danielson. One-on-one almost, getting his panorama, then making a pass right back in the slot for his teammate for almost a scoring chance. So seeing some good action, and then we see Thornberg. We got the last goal again, coming with speed in the neutral zone, getting a great pass. 5-0 goal, perfect execution.
So 2 shots and 2 goals tonight. Well, that's a 100% record for Martin Thornberg.
That's not a bad average.
Not bad at all for the player. As I mentioned, plays for Torpedo Ninzi Novgorod. We've got a bit of a timeout here as the players talk about it on the ice.
Still a lot of time for Denmark. I mean, we saw the last sequence in the offensive zone when they had a chance to pass that puck in the slot. You got to do that a little more, and when they dump the puck, they got to make sure they don't dump it on the goalie, close to the goal. They got to dump it in the corner to have a chance to get the puck back to themselves.
As Daniel Sedin leaves it back there for Eriksson. The 2 Sedins are out there again, looking for goal number 5 for Sweden. There's Peter Granberg's out there. And another good save to kill off that attacking raid from Sweden.
Pretty easy save, nobody in front of him. So you had to, it was a save to have, that's for sure.
Patrick Galbraith. Coming into this match, had made already 43 saves and an 86% success rate.
He's done a good job tonight.
As Oscar Lindberg skates away into the neutral zone. The pass for Thornberg. Gets it inside. Pedersen there, unable to put the shot away, but he keeps it for Sweden. Still going Pedersen. Denmark almost picking up the possession, but now Sweden.
I'm sure Thornberg's line mates are going to be looking for him to get the hat trick tonight, so maybe they might do that little extra pass to him so he can get a chance to do it.
There's another big save coming in from Galbraith, sticking out the stick just in time.
Great play again by Sweden. Sweden's really turned it up a little in the third period. They started with on fire and keeps going and going. So let's just see the quality of play, and a great pass there across. Great play in the net, sorry, across and driving the net. Scoring chance, so.
Yeah, missed by Nicholas Persson there. But, it was a great chance. And now the slap shot from Cromwell. No way through. So far very few penalties in this match. We've had 3 or 4 in total.
Wow, I was expecting a higher tempo game than that, to be honest with you, than what we had so far.
So 6 minutes remaining. Denmark on the attack. And with Markstrom failing to hold the puck. And now there's a bit of pushing and shoving, and now it's got all out of control here. And Landeskog is involved. And so is Oliver Lauritsen. And the two had to be separated. Well, just as we were saying how good-tempered these two teams are. And the discipline as well. Here we see with Markstrom on the ground, I think Landeskog taking exception to Oliver Lauritsen as he was trying to get the puck away from the goalie that was lying on the ice.
I saw Markstrom being a little mad at himself. Had the puck and lost it. And 2 minutes for Landeskog. The roughing probably, or cross-check.
Yeah, Gabriel Landeskog from the Colorado Avalanches. He gets some time in the penalty box, and a man advantage with Denmark now.
Mark's not really agreeing with the call, but I think it was the right call.
Yeah, couldn't see anything that Oliver Lauritsen did. Well, nothing obvious anyway.
No.
How can Denmark take advantage of this situation? The shot coming in already. And then at the far post, it was Nicholas Hart that couldn't deflect it in goal. Here again is Hart with a great shot.
That was great play, great setup there. Good puck movement by Denmark.
There's it, the Swedish crowd getting involved. Denmark looking to cut back the deficit. And a slap shot from distance doesn't stick, and another shot from Nicholas Hart. And the save from Markstrom had to be made.
Well, good puck movement by Denmark, doing a 5-man spread to start with, and then going on a 1-3-1 and getting some great chances there in the slot to start with. There's a perfect pass there. Nicholas Hart had a good chance, and some good chances by the defenseman as well, coming back, making the pass back again in the slot. So good puck movement.
And good clearance there. Round of applause for the Swedish defense. So a minute left in this power play for Denmark. And they find a way through. And an offside call. It's a poor pass from Larsen. Looking for Mikkel Bodica.
It's the right play, just the pass just a little bit behind him. So
now Sweden with a 2-goal advantage. And they really are in the box seat to take all 3 points away from this match and deny Denmark a victory. Denmark to finish. Still 4 minutes and 38 seconds left, including this seconds for the power play, but it's Sweden that have it. Complete control, Sweden, it seems. And indeed a shot, and it's fumbled in front of goal.
good puck movement, puck possession. Good job by Edler bringing it back.
Sweden looking for a short-handed goal there, but it is being turned over now with Denmark on the attack, but they're pushed back into the corner. As Jesper Jensen goes for a shot. Here he is again, the slap shot in front, and a good catch from Markström.
So that 1-3-1 again for Denmark. Trying to get a deflection or some screen, but goalie was ready to get it.
Now the two twins exchanging ideas.
Oh, you seen that they're arguing on the ice.
Yeah. Face off then, won by Denmark. Back to 5-on-5. Bjorkstrand getting in good position there, but couldn't get the tap in. And an offside call here against Henrik Sedin.
He's not agreeing with that. It was pretty close.
We'll see the magic of the Sedin twins. First goal. And then the second. To regather. Sweden in numbers. And there could be a tripping foul here as a big hit coming in from Alexander Edler. And it could be Krill. It is indeed Krill Starkov who scored the first goal. Or rather the second Dane goal. He's sent to the penalty box for a couple of minutes. So now it's Sweden's turn to try and take advantage of this power play. There's Persson winning face-off. Here's Gustafsson, the shot. Just wide. Landeskog. Now across to Franson. Plays it at the far post there. And Gustafsson unable to finish in front of goal. With Galbraith shutting the door on him. But Erik Gustafsson was very close there to sneaking the puck through the goalie.
Probably should have shot that puck, just making a cute play. Trying to good habits going into the quarters against Team Canada. So gonna make sure that those are become a habit, repetition.
Again, Sweden coming away with the puck, and then a first time slap from the blue line. Doesn't stick. Daniel Sedin. Plays it back to Danielson, but it's a chance now for Denmark here. Just one-on-one with the goalie. Madsen couldn't convert to score the short-handed goal, and at the other end, Sweden now on the attack. And at the far post was Daniel Sedin, who was found perfectly by his brother, but he couldn't finish either to get his second goal of the night.
Absolutely, great feed. Just a little outside of inside post.
Great transition as well from Sweden that were caught napping at one end and then almost made Denmark pay. There's Danielson going behind the net. Denmark recover. Daniel Sedin back to his twin brother. And shot placed in, but no cigar for Daniel Sedin. There's the opportunity that we saw before, the giveaway. That was Danielson at fault. And then Morten Madsen. Oh, a bit of complaints there from the Denmark bench.
I thought there was a holding on the call, but actually there was not. It was a good back check.
And another wrist shot going over the goal. Sweden recover. They still have 24 seconds remaining in the power play. Fransson plays it across. Puck doesn't get to the target. Now from the point, Parson goes over. Or Fransson, rather it is, who gets the puck to Hjalmarsson, who holds play up and decides to shoot there. It's rebounded, and again there's a bit of pushing and shoving here. It will be a roughing call. The players have to be separated. Jesper Jensen will be sent to the penalty box, and possibly Landesberg as well. Well, definitely Jesper Jensen. Cross-checking it was here, using the stick. There into the back of Landesberg. There we go again. There's a good clear rear of it, and Persson taking exception and get matters into his own hands.
A little bit of frustration coming out. Problem is the game is almost over.
So now with just over a minute remaining in this match, the final preliminary round, the final match for Denmark. We've just seen them win one match and win one in overtime, lose one in overtime and lose three. And now they're about to lose their fourth, unless they can come up with a miracle against the Swedes.
5-on-3 there.
And 5-on-3 with a minute to play in this match. And almost looking for a short-handed goal here with Starkov. There's Daniel Sedin on the inside, looking to Eriksson. And Denmark clear it away again, doing what they have to do. 37 seconds remaining. Sweden in control and looking to go to the quarterfinals with an important victory over Denmark, a team that they've beaten so often. And here's a final shot and the save from Markstrom in the final seconds of the match. Denmark still not done with. As Sedin now gets it back from Danielson and in front of goal. And no way through. With the goalie down on the ice, and the slap shot away from Danielson, but that will do. Sweden 4, Denmark 2, the final score in this final preliminary game. And Sweden doing the damage with 3-0 in the third term, Patrice.
Absolutely, it's logic has followed its course, but you got to give credit to Denmark. They were there in the first 2 periods, came back, were in the game, but the machine, Swedish machine, opened the floodgates in the third period, and they showed their strength. But good job by Denmark, especially in the first 2 periods.
Yeah, they definitely scared the Swedes early, but then the firepower came out in the end. Well, the way it's finished then, the preliminary round, it sees Switzerland taking on Czech Republic and Canada taking on Sweden. Well, thank you for your company tonight. I'm Marco Palmieri. Thank you, Patrice, once again.
Thank you, Marco.
We'll be back with more from the IIHF World Championships on Thursday for the quarterfinals. Good night, everyone.